Today is 3rd March, the year 2022, and today the world is celebrating World Wildlife Day. The theme of this year's World Wildlife Day is recovery of key species for restoration of ecosystems. As we plan for restoration or recovery of species, we must not forget to plan for livelihoods that are around conservation areas. We must therefore have holistic strategies for recovery of species that include humans and human livelihoods. In many parts of Eastern and Southern Africa, we increasingly are seeing pastoralist communities and other communities that are dependent on these key species through tourism. Any plan for these key species must therefore consider the livelihoods that is drawn from these communities and the role that the communities are playing in the restoration of key species. And we're not talking about giving community handouts from the benefits of tourism or wildlife tourism for that matter. We are talking about control and management and governance of wildlife. We are talking about decision making. We are talking about land management programs. We are talking about livelihood programs around wildlife. We are talking about a key integration of communities in the conservation value chain. Today, the conservation value chain is dominated by public and private agencies that fund conservation. Host communities in these areas have remained recipients, or commonly known as beneficiaries. We are grateful for the strides that have been made in including communities in conservation through the community conservancy model. That the community conservancy model has been recognized as a land conservation model in Kenya, for example, or land use in Kenya, is a plus for many communities that have coexisted with wildlife for a long time. So our key message today, as the world celebrates World Wildlife Day, and the theme is recovery of key species for ecosystem restoration, we are saying that there is need to expand or make the value chain in wildlife conservation less hostile for host communities that have coexisted with wildlife, that communities can be removed from the second, third, and fourth stage of recognition and be the primary drivers of conservation. Only then shall restoration of key species contribute to ecosystem restoration. We are saying the ecosystem is bigger than the natural ecosystem. Even the human ecosystem is important. The economic ecosystem around wildlife and key species is important. This is the message from Sustainable Travel and Tourism Agenda. My name is Judy Kepher Gona. Thank you for listening.